This is Dolynny TV, guys. A big welcome back to the Edmonton Oilers Franchise Mode here in NHL 19. And today we have a couple of simple lineup changes from what Shaden gave us for lines last episode, which generated a top team in the Pacific Division, #1 overall, if you do recall. So Kailer Yamamoto is going to transition to center. Now the reason I do that is I'm just seeing if Nugent Hopkins can play better on the wing. We have had Nuge play very well on the wing, and Yamamoto is that 8-goal, 16-assist performance. I think the theory I'm rolling with here is Nuge's got 30 points, but if you can roll Yamamoto out to Nuge, that should be more points, right? That's what I'm hoping for. Defensively, if you didn't catch the big move at the end of last episode, Caleb Jones now joins Ethan Bear on that third D pairing. It'll be Caleb Jones's NHL debut after spending, pretty much 4 seasons in the AHL. He had 9 points last year in 68 games. Well, the thing is, I transitioned him to a two-way defenseman. He's put up 11 points in 33 games. So I'm going to take that as a very big positive. And the only other thing you got to be aware of is I've moved Oliver Bjorkstrand. Of course, we picked him up in the Jonas Korpisalo deal for Wayne Simmons way back in the day. Marcus Johansson moves down to the second power play unit, and I'm going to make one last move. I'm going to move Johansson to the point and get Eggenberger there, and that should really help that second power play unit, which features Jesse Puljujärvi and really hasn't gotten as much production, but they've still been very effective. So you see Draisaitl up there with 35 points in 42 games. We sit at 53 points, 26 wins, 15 losses, and 1 OT loss. We have the most or least amount of games played in the Pacific Division once again for another year, so we got to see what that's going to generate for us. So let's go another 5 games here and just see what this team can do with a couple of reconfigured parts. And against LA, it's going to be a 4-3 shootout win, and then 6-3 over top of Vegas, 2-1 over top of Anaheim, 4-0 to Carolina. That's a tough pill to swallow right there. And against Buffalo, thankfully, it's a loss, but we get it in overtime, and that will be all right. So Matt Benning for Johansson, and first and second from St. Louis. I don't think so, St. Louis. It's 29, 16, and 2. Connor McDavid now all of a sudden up to 39 points on the year. Okay, that's a good run. And you see we sit atop with 47 games played, still the least, and 60 points. So all of a sudden this team really starting to look like the contender we were hoping for at the beginning of the year. Draisaitl 36 points, Nuge 32, Eggenberger up to 31 points on the year. I didn't, what the heck just happened there? He only had 6 goals earlier, so he just comes in and scores a bunch of points. That's good for us. Then Puljujärvi, Eggenberger, you see he's got 6 power play points. Puljujärvi 29, Johansson 28, 26 for Kailer Yamamoto. So you know what we're going to have to do? That 5 games really didn't work having Mr. Yamamoto in the middle of the ice. So let's move him back to left wing and get Nugent Hopkins back in there and see what those two can do together. And just quickly to check the defense, Nurse has 10 points. Pollock has 13 still, and how about Matt Benning putting up 11 points this year? Caleb Jones, +2, 2 penalty minutes, 13:29 time on attack. You know what? I'm going to take it all right. It's going to be okay with Caleb Jones. 5 points. I'm not expecting millions of points out of him in the rookie campaign, so we should be good to go and hopefully get him some points down the road. Let's go through our off week, and then we'll go check the scouting board and see what that does for us. Johansson for 2 seconds. I don't think so. 3-2 win, Central Scouting ranks. Told you it was coming soon. And now we get a look at the top 7. Nobody has moved. Top 8, nobody's moved. Top 9, nobody's moved. Top 10, so nobody moves until the 16 and 17 spots in Vegan. I can't remember how to say it. I know it's supposed to be said differently. Mike Atkinson moves down. And then you've got TRISTON WHITMAN moving up. All right, let's see if we found any gems or busts. We've still only got Solomon Wheeler. Okay, Solomon Wheeler, top 4 defenseman potential. And then you've got Harry Cam, who we really need to get a secondary scout on at the 28 overall rank, because that kid's looking good. 6-4 loss to the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's to be expected, though. they're a pretty good team. They've got Kucherov and stuff. And with the way we've been scoring goals this year, to score 4, I am happy enough with that. Johansson for 2 seconds. They are really trying to peel off Johansson from us. But it ain't going to work. He's a third-line guy that really scores points for us. And now all of a sudden we're losing games. Win against Nashville. That's good. Kazian, 2/4. And for Jonas Donskoy, this is an upgrade for sure. But the problem is we don't have space for Jonas Donskoy. So we don't need to trade for him. We go 32, 18, and 2 towards the end of January. So 43 points for Connor McDavid, 66 points total for us, the Edmonton Oilers. The worst team is the Vancouver Canucks so far this year, only 39. McDavid, what you got? 43, Draisaitl 40, Nuge 37, Johansson 37, Nando Eggenberger just starting to score goals out of nowhere. 12 goals, 23 assists, 35 points. Puljujarvi 33, and man, has Kailer Yamamoto ever struggled this year, 28 points. So you know what I think I'm going to do? Because Peyton Krebs suddenly has 19 points, Bjorkstrand has 23, lots of power play points, Strome has 14, Kara has 13, and then you've got Benning with 12, Nurse with 11, Bear has 7, Kazian has 7, and Bouchard 3 and 30, so Jones is looking to be a replacement level kind of player. I think I'm going to move Yamamoto up to the top pair, see what that does for us. So goalies, just check that quickly, see where we're at. Korpisalo 25, 15, and 2, 918 save percentage, 241 goals against average, and Calvin Pickard still in that same range, so we really need to hopefully get a little bit more performance out of the goalies the rest of the way home. Well, we'll find out as we go along, right? We'll move Yamamoto up, move Eggenberger down, see if he can jumpstart Draisaitl and Nuge and Hopkins. Nuge 37, Draisaitl 40. We'll move Draisaitl to the center of the ice, see what that does for us. Hopefully it works out. And special teams, you know what, I'm going to move Yamamoto down. That second unit looks absolutely filthy as well with Yamamoto on it. So let's see, what does that do? What is that going to do for us? Is it going to generate more offense? I don't know. Let's quickly, while we're still here, check the points for the AHL teams, see how they are doing in Bakersfield. AHL down there, Maximov 26 points, Kelly Olvestead up to a 74 overall. This kid just keeps growing and growing and growing. He's up 24 points. Ryan McLeod 76 overall, Yarabek 19 points, Gambardella, Kajula 16 points, Hebig, man, these guys looking good. Lindgren up there with 68 overall, but he's looking solid. Malden 7 points in 43 games played. Stanton, Safin, team's looking good. Crowder has 2 points in 10 games played. We got Crowder back in the lineup because you see he's 64 overall, low elite potential. We got to play him. Joe Morrow and Dmitry Korolev, how about that? Low top 6 potential, but up to a 62 overall. 2 assists, he's looking good. Didn't expect that great of a start out of him, but 2 assists, considering he was ranked at a 50 overall going in. I'm going to take that as a positive right there. We'll go 2 or 3 more games and just kind of review what happens in these games against the New York Islanders, Nashville Predators, and we might as well go Buffalo Sabres as well and get closer to the trade deadline. 5-2 win against New York, that's huge. 33 wins. And now it's just kind of chasing how many wins can we get, because by the time we hit 42, we will have secured a playoff spot. 2-1. There you go, right there, shootout win. And now Johansson, second. What is going on? Ottawa thinks we are getting desperate to trade Johansson. And you see Minnesota, same thing. They're thinking they can take 2 roster players from me. 5-1 over top of friggin' Chicago. All right, good to go. New Jersey, that's more like a deal for Johansson for sure. 3-2 win there. And now Zach Kazian, what is, no. So let's go get these last 2 games done against the Pacific Division foes, the Vegas Golden Knights. 3-2 loss. Benning, and no, like, come on, screw off, guys. 3-2 win. Bang, there we go. 37 wins on the year. Puts us solidly 5 points ahead of second place in the Pacific Division, puts us tied for first in the Western Conference, and actually everywhere else except for Tampa Bay and Carolina. We're like a top 6 club right now. That's huge. So McDavid, what do you got in terms of points, buddy? 51, Draisaitl 45, 43 for Johansson. He's having that year again. 40 for Nugent Hopkins, 39 for Eggenberger, 39 for Puljujarvi, and there you go. So Kailer Yamamoto starts scoring a couple points in those games. Bjorkstrand 28, Peyton Krebs coming alive, 79 overall, 10 goals, 14 assists. There you go. That's what we wanted to see out of Peyton Krebs. Clefbaum 21, Strome 16, same with Pollock 16. And you got Kara 13, Benning 12, Nurse, Bear still with 7, Bouchard, and Caleb Jones still with only 1 point, but he's got that +2, and I'm alright with that. Quickly check the goalies, and we will be up on over here. 29 wins for Jonas Korpisalo, 17 losses, 2 overtime losses, and 2 shutouts. 235, that's what we were hoping for, right? We needed to get it below 2.4. There it is, 235. We are looking good. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. I will catch you guys in the next one.